Scorpio, hey, how are you? It's Lisa, and I am going to do a reading for a general reading for November 2022. It's not going to resonate with everybody, it's only general, so take what does, leave what doesn't. If you're new to my channel, thank you so much for popping in. I hope you enjoy it and you'll come back to see me. And for those of you who have been here before, I really do appreciate the support. It means a lot. All right. What can I tell Scorpio for November 2022? What does Scorpio need to know for November 2022? King of Swords, Page of Staffs, Ace of Staffs, Seven of Cups, the Emperor, Six of Swords, the Knight of Coins, the Four of Coins, and the King of Cups. All right. Okay, Scorpio, I'm going to take a look at this and then we'll clarify with another deck and pull an oracle card. All right, hold on for 1 second. Okay, let's see. It looks like for right now, you're feeling really, really strong and like authority-wise in whatever your situation is. I always think of the King of Swords, they're firm, they're fair. They are very analytical. They are not leading with their heart. They're going to go, they're going to use their mind over their heart all the time. They want to think things out before they go ahead and, you let their emotions get to them when they handle things. So with this energy, I feel like you're just feeling really, strong and confident. I guess, I don't know if this is a job, this is a relationship, or just in general. You just might be feeling really, really strong about yourself. This Page of Staffs energy, this is almost like your, the theme of the month, like what you're thinking about accomplishing this month or something that's going on this month. So you're able to say, okay, well, you know what? I'm thinking about new ideas. I want to, I always think about this with him. He always reminds me of like somebody looking up to the sky and wanting to like see the potential about whatever's out there and like maybe discover something new. And I feel like that's what you're thinking about. Like maybe you're going to work on a new project or you're actually, delving into something that you never actually got involved in before. And I feel like you just, maybe it's like in your head and you're like, I'm going to try this. So that's where your thoughts are. And I actually feel like you almost set a goal for yourself that you're going to go with like this new spark of an inspiration that you had, where there's new opportunities, there's possibilities for growth. And I don't know where it is, but I feel like you're thinking about that and seeing, what can come of it. You do have the Seven of Cups energy, and this is, having so many options and so many choices that you have to make. But I feel like you need to push past what you see as all these options and all these choices and to maybe narrow it down to something, like one or two things. Because I feel like if you sit too much with having all these choices, you might get to the point where you're almost overwhelmed with it. Like, okay, you won't even make the choice because you're overwhelmed with it. If you know what I mean? Like maybe it's just too much. Maybe it just feels like too much. So I feel like you're thinking that you have to overcome that in a way, like push past that in a way. And so maybe you want to settle down to something, more, more, a fewer of them, like not so many. And it's weird, because you actually have this accomplishment feeling that you made these hard decisions. You're an authority. You are pretty much ready for anything. And I feel like this is like a major accomplishment for you coming up. And so that tells me honestly that you took that when you were, when you were going through however it was, and you were going to make these choices, and I feel like you accomplished that to where you can narrow it down so it's not too much and it's not like overwhelming. And so now you do feel like, now you're prepared. You can do what you want to do and what you need to do. Now the Six of Swords energy comes up, and it feels like I'm not sure if this is how it works for you, and I'm not calling you out if it is, but I feel like if you, in certain situations, do you choose to walk away from something instead of like just working through it, or I don't know whether it be a relationship or a fight or a job or whatever. If something gets like a little bit uncomfortable, or a little bit, I don't want to say hard, because I feel like you do hard work. You're very willing to. But just if something gets just uncomfortable for you, and you might choose to like walk away from it, or just, okay, I'm not going to go through this. And I feel like that's not the best choice right now. It's almost like feeling like if you do that, you might be losing something that's going to come up past it. If you don't if you don't hold out for whatever this is, that you might lose out on something. Because I have this Knight of Coins energy. Now this could be a person, male or female, or it could actually just be the feelings of you have to work for things sometimes longer to be able to get anything back from it. And I feel like that's why it's making me feel like you should not walk away. It might get to be a point where it's like it's for you might be feeling like it's too long. It shouldn't be taking this long, and maybe I shouldn't just keep at it because it's just taking too long. And I feel like what you just need to know, it's going to take a long time. Whatever it is that you're like thinking about, and that feels like it's going to be very creative. It's going to be kind of something that you feel very passionate about, or that you have a lot of feelings into, but it's still going to take a long time to build up, and you don't want to lose patience about it. It's like, give it time to catch on, whatever it might be. Because I feel like you might need to hold on to something, whether this could be money, this, maybe there's going to be a point where you have to hold on to, if whatever plans you have going on. It could be money. It doesn't have to be, though. It could be energy. It could be just like time and energy. Like, you don't want to put everything in one basket, basically. So you might need to hold on to it for a little bit. Don't overdo yourself. Know that whatever you're doing, it's going to take a while. And you just might have to just hold on to, like, you don't want to overdo things. You don't want to, whereas whether it is, time and energy and effort, you still want to put it out, but you don't want to put it out too much. You want to make sure you're holding on for some for yourself too, because you're not going to be any good to yourself or anybody else if you don't have enough energy to get past whatever this is. I have this King of Cups. Yeah, Scorpio, this could be you. This could be your energy. Or at this point, you're feeling very accomplished. You're feeling very, secure. And that, like, you actually have been able to get where you wanted to be in the outcome. All right, let's get some cards to see about, clarifying. Let's see. What's this King of Swords for? Who is this King of Swords? Hello. These are new, and they feel very new. Oops. All right. We've got the Page of Pentacles. That one flipped up. right, and the Ace of Pentacles. And I feel like when you were, when you were feeling like, very strong and stable and being able to make really good decisions, you know that there's something that you can actually build on. And I think that's where your idea came in. And, maybe you have to develop new skills to do it. Maybe you have to look into the opportunity, like knowing it's there and being okay to go get it. What about this Page of Staffs? All right, the Nine of Wands and the Queen of Wands. I feel like, you know that you have enough resilience and experience in whatever's going on that you'll be able to handle it. So I don't know who this Queen of Wands energy is. Now, this could be somebody that you're around, male or female, and they might be working with you to build up whatever this is going to be. Or it could just be you could have an energy like this too, male or female. And it's just like, very charismatic, very energetic. And independent, multitasking, and also able to deal with whatever gets thrown at them. And you were that, if it's somebody else. So it's like, okay, yeah, you have all this potential, this new discovery. You want to like actually break out and get something done, or find something out creatively. And I just feel like that you're going to have things that are going to get thrown in your way, and you're prepared to actually handle it. What about this Ace of Staffs? What's this Ace of Staffs for Scorpio? The High Priestess and the Nine of Cups. I feel like that you're going to be able to, like this would make you feel like really happy. Like this is, almost like dreams come true happy, kind of, oh. And so whatever it might be. And this High Priestess energy is about, going in, using your intuition. Because if you're looking at things to be creative about, or you want to have something that's, like sparking your interest, you're going to have to use your intuition. You're going to have to look at things in a different way and kind of like delve into what's not so easily seen. Like you might even be looking for answers in places that you had no idea you'd be able to find them. The Seven of Cups. So what's going to do with the Seven of Cups? All right, the Ten of Wands and the Ace of Swords. All right, so whatever it is that you're looking to do, the responsibility is going to be there. And maybe when you were trying to decide, maybe if you weren't going to be sitting on all these choices, and that's why I was thinking you might need to go somewhere where you weren't thinking you'd find answers, because, you knew all these choices were there, you have all these options. Maybe you needed to kind of like go somewhere that it wasn't that obvious. And it might be a little harder, like there might be more responsibilities coming out because of it. But I feel like you would actually have the ability to do it. Like, you're going to like be able to look into it and say, wait, I can do it this way. Or hold on, I'll figure it out this way. Like a mental clarity coming out. Because you're not going to grab all the options and get yourself overwhelmed by them. You're picking out the ones that are going to be the best for you because you decided to look at something like a little deeper and a little, in a different way or a different place that you could find it. I don't even know. It just feels like you would be looking somewhere different. What about this Emperor? Let's the Hangman, and the Ace of Cups. All right. So I feel like once you decide to look at something differently, yeah, okay, you're going to look at something differently. I think you're going to be successful in that sense. And you're going to be able to look at things and say, okay, wait, I could do it this way. And then you're going to feel really good about what you're going to achieve. And be able to, like, share. Like, yeah, I think you're going to be able to open yourself up. Like, feeling good about it. And, sharing what you've learned, what you feel. Just because you had to look at something differently. And truth, I'm like, I don't know if this is a relationship. It could be. It really could be. I don't think so, but it could be, yes. What about the Six of Swords? Got the Chariot and the Five of Pentacles. Now, that sounds like, with the Six of Swords, where, best not to walk away from something just because it's not going as you thought it would be. I feel like there might be this Chariot and the Five of Pentacles. It's like, all right, so you might have been, there was a possibility where you were going to feel left out of a situation. Even though you were on the right track and you were on the right path for something. But if you went to the point where you felt a little bit left out, or a lot of it left out, and you didn't feel like you were grasping what you wanted to, if that would have been something that would have triggered you to just like kind of give up and, walk away and just try for something else. So, still feeling like, yeah, it wouldn't have been, it's not the best idea to walk away, because I think it's going to build up for you later. Whatever this is, it's interesting. And take this as it resonates. I would love to know that. This is interesting. The Knight of Coins. As Judgment. And the Ten of Pentacles. Wow. So, all right, so that, you may be looking at things differently through what you've done, decisions you've made in the past, and the way things have played out. And I don't know, whatever situation it is. I think you're going to sit there and go, okay, well, I'm not going to do what I used to do because it never really worked out for me. And it looks like if you choose not to do what you used to do, but this Ten of Pentacles comes up, and it's like, I don't think this is going to be riches or anything like that. I mean, it could be. That'd be nice, but no. But just success and value. You're going to feel valued if you don't repeat. Like, if you don't repeat yourself. And, because that's the thing. Like, I think everybody does that every now and then. You just, like, keep doing the same thing over and over again and wondering why it keeps getting screwed up. But, that's what we're human. That kind of thing happens. You find a path that you're comfortable with, whether that ends up well or not, and just, like, keep doing it and doing it. And it's almost like you have to, the way the universe works is you have to actually learn from your mistakes. So once you learn from them, then you could actually start that cycle again and not have the same thing going on. But until we get to that point where we're learning, we're going to be on the same cycle over and over again. All right, what about the Four of Coins? Got the Devil and the Magician. Didn't you have a Magician before? Well, that might have been somebody else. But, so that's, all right. So I feel like with this Four of Coins energy, where you're like trying to be like, holding on to your feelings, holding on to energies of anything, could be money. I feel like you actually have the resources now, at this point, that you're not going to have to do that anymore. And you could like free it up a little bit, go, give your energy, your time, and your effort to something. Because now you have all the resources you need. And again, I don't know if that's monetary, it's just resources in general. And you're able to manifest something. The Devil energies, it feels like, don't let your mind talk you out of it. It just seems like that might be a point when do you ever like get so close to success that you back up because you're almost afraid of success? It's like you almost think it's like an unnatural thing, and you're like, and you almost slow yourself down, or you stop yourself before you get there because you're uncomfortable with it, and possibly that cycle that like keep stopping yourself before you actually get there because it's just something that you've always done, or you just always felt uncomfortable getting there. I don't know. I'm not calling you out. That's just it's human nature. Oops. The King of Wands and the Ace of Wands. That's really, is it on top of the King of Cups? That's pretty cool. It actually feels like, yeah, once you get to that point, whatever this is, like, I don't know, I don't know, I don't think it's a relationship, but that doesn't actually have to be true either. I mean, I don't see those specific relationship cards, but you do still have, like, you got some cups going on, and there's lots of people. Like, you actually have a lot of people here. And it's almost like, but it could be any kind of relationship, but it could be any kind of, like, if you're doing a business, if you've got a job, any kind of hobby that you actually feel very passionate about, and you have like a lot of feelings towards it. And I just feel like if you give yourself enough chance, you're going to actually be very successful given the chance to do it, because you have like this Ace of Wands keeps coming up. This is the second or twice, I think it came up for you. And it's like you have this idea, this spark, something that you want to do, and I think you're going to do it, and you have all the confidence in you to continue it. I think you just got to give yourself that chance. All right, hold on a second. Let's get with the moon. These are cool. Let me tell Scorpio about November 2022. Oh, your commitment is being tested. The first quarter moon. And this one is, what do you need to release? The waning moon. That actually makes a lot of sense. All right, so remember, don't walk away. It's testing your commitment. And what do you have to release, as in what habits, what energies do you have to release to be able to let something else new come in? Oh, I like this. All right, Scorpio, I like this for you. This is kind of awesome. All right, guys, I hope you enjoy it. If it resonates, write me a comment. I would love to hear about it. And if you want, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and I will see you in a couple weeks. All right, guys, take care. Bye.